Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Guinness. Found this one. This is Open Gate. Guinness Open Gate Brewery, yeah. So they're in Baltimore, Maryland, by the way. Didn't get to check them out on my drive down, but apparently it's a beautiful space. Much to do there, and really interesting that Guinness now has a brewery stateside, right? Pretty crazy. So this is Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels, 10.3%. Recently had Bourbon County, so very curious to see how this one turns out. Guinness, king of stouts, or in certain ways. Now doing it Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels. I think it's Bullet Bourbon, 8 months, and yeah, lovely label. There's, that black and gold, really nice label on that. This one is, was it embossed or printed? It's like the Bourbon County where it has that, I don't even know what this says. Good point. Don't even know what that says, but yeah. The gold on here has a nice kind of texture to it. Black and gold on the back end as well. So they say Imperial Stout, aged in Kentucky, bourbon barrels, roasty, chocolatey hints of coconut with oak finish. Beer pouring out of the bottle is not that dark. It's like a deep brown color. Beer is black in the glass, but you can definitely see some reddish hues. Actually, with this light, can I actually see through the beer? No. Yeah, no. So it's really like a black to deep brown color. Like on the edges, you can sort of see some light definitely on here, but head is not that dark either. Not completely deep brown like Bourbon County's got this kind of like mocha, deep tan kind of head. Yeah, definitely smell the intense bourbon character rising out of the glass. A little bit of like vanilla coconut kind of thing in the char. As I wait more, yeah, a little bit opens up, more of that sweetness comes in, as in, the flavor compounds of the vanilla coconut. A little bit of booze. Not very roasty. Yeah, it really has a good amount of the aromatics of the cask, but not really the base beer. Really doesn't really pop as much. Like Bourbon County's just punching in the face with both the roast and the cask, but oh, that's thin. That's a skinny beer, yeah. Okay, there we go. Honestly, I don't remember last time I had one, but it's like that Kentucky bourbon ale. Yeah, you guys have it, Alltech's Kentucky bourbon ale. People that like sort of get into, are semi into beer or think they're into beer. They go crazy on that one, the one with the horse on it. Alltech's Kentucky bourbon ale. It's like that. Yeah, it's like no impression of like a true craft Imperial bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout that I've had. Like Dragon's Milk is not even that rich. This is like I would say it's on the skinnier side. This is like, man, this drink's like, it's like 7%. There's no residual sweetness to it, no body to it. Got a nice spike of bourbon character up front. Honestly, full blind, I would have trouble guessing that this was even a stout. On the back end, you get a little bit of the acrid kind of a signature kind of Guinness kind of like, burnt ashiness on the back end. But then it's wrapped around with a little bit of like light brown sugar note, a good amount of like cocoa nib and not even complexity of coffee, just like light tinges of like, edge of burnt toast kind of thing. Crispy edge of burnt toast. And it's just a lot of bourbon. Like, it's just bourbon, not even chocolate. It's hard to call chocolate. It's like even like chocolate wafer at most. And it's just like, bourbon character, thin. Wow. Yeah, again, this is no impression of, at least my perception of what like barrel aged Imperial Stout is. This is a shocking beer. Having Bourbon County, which is like, the epitome of bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout, and you have this, and it's like almost like a completely different style. Like, it's crazy to advertise this as Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. It's so strange this beer is 10%. Like, there's no world I would guess that this beer is 10.3. It's certainly hot enough, but I would have guessed like 7, 8, 9 tops, not 10. It's like no residual sweetness to it. There's no malt complexity to it. Yeah, Kentucky bourbon ale. I don't remember last time I remember having that beer, but that beer is just like One note, hit you with the bourbon, like simple beer. This one's straight up in that range. This beer for me, it's drinkable. I sort of want to knock it. See, there's two issues here. You want to knock it? I want to knock it for being called Imperial Stout, Asian bourbon barrels. Like, there's no perception of that. But how does the actual liquid in here taste? It's fine. But I'm not interested at all, 10%. Yeah, I would straight out have any other beer, any Imperial Stout that has any body character. I would have a Founder's Porter, which just sits at like, what, 6.5? Anything over. Like, if I want something dark or even bourbon barrel aged beer, anything else off the shelf, anything. That puts it in a C. Let's go with a 75. 75. Open Gate Brewery Guinness Imperial Stout aged bourbon barrel. Post in the comments below. That was not worth the money at all. I think this 4-pack goes for $18. I paid like $5 or $6 for it. No. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.